on, y'all? Welcome back to Nickelodeon ASMR. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome to another video. I know it's been a minute, and honestly, I'm just happy to be back today. I want to do the long-awaited life update. We have so much to catch up on, and I'm glad y'all could join me today. So right here, I have some five gum peppermint flavor. Picked this up today with intentions of, making this video. I missed y'all, man. How y'all been doing? This feels weird being back in front of the camera. I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright, let's go ahead and grab us a piece. If I can get it out. Nope. Alright. It's blue. My favorite color. I'm nervous. I don't know why. Also have some water. Make sure y'all stay hydrated. Look at all the stickers I got. Alright. So, first and foremost, if you do not know already, the main reason I've been gone is because I joined the military. The army to be exact. And so far, I love it. It's been a really good experience for me, and it's I don't even know how to explain it. It really got me out of my comfort zone, if that makes sense. I left May of this year, and I graduated AIT, which is called Advanced Individual Training, basically my job training for my actual job in the army. I graduated December 18th, and just got home. I got home on the 20th, so I've just been trying to take time to settle down and get myself back in the groove, and it feels good to finally be here. So yeah, here's my little graduation pin. For AIT, I went to Fort Eisenhower. Y'all see that? No, excuse my nails, need a manicure. There you go. So yeah, I'm nervous. Let me. Alright. So yeah, I went to basic training at Fort Moore. That was formerly called Fort Benning, home of the infantry. Crazy part is I wasn't even supposed to be going there. I was supposed to be going to Fort Jackson in South Carolina, but they sent me. Something got messed up. I guess they had too many people going to Fort Jackson, so they sent me to Fort Moore. And let me tell you, it was crazy. Hold on, make another piece of gum. Basically, pretty much all of my drill sergeants were in the infantry, and they were super extra, as they should be, of course. But it was crazy. I remember the first day we went there for reception. We left the MEPS facility, and we drove down there, probably an hour and some change drive to where we had reception at. And the whole drive there, we thought we were gonna get yelled at as soon as we got off the bus. We thought they were gonna make us do push-ups immediately after all that. The lady that drove us there in the bus, we had a little minivan or whatever. It was cozy. It wasn't that many of us, but she took us to Chick-fil-A before we went there, which was really cool. So we had Chick-fil-A, and the whole right there was what if they make us do push-ups when we get off the bus? We're gonna end up throwing up or something. So we ate that. Somebody stole my freaking chicken nuggets. I was so mad. I only got fries. But when we got there early. We left the facility at maybe 11, maybe a little bit earlier. So we got there, the sun was still up, and there was really nobody there. We get off the bus, and it's just us. And then we walk into this big room, and there's some people in uniform at the desk. I think they were probably privates, maybe some sergeants up there, but they were just chilling. We were terrified though, the whole time. We just had a bunch of anxiety. We thought at any moment we were gonna get yelled at. So we go in there, and basically they just tell us to sit down, and just it's gonna be a really long process. We gotta improv process. We gotta get our shots, we gotta get our uniforms, all that. So the whole time we're just sitting there waiting. They gave us this thing called the blue book. If you're in the army, you know what the blue book is. So we sat there just kind of reading it. Basically went over like the things we need to know, you know, in basic training and stuff, like how to wear uniform, how to do a proper salute, the army, the soldier's creed, the things we're going to be doing, like the phases of basic training, all that. So we're just kind of sitting there, nervous, just looking over our shoulders. It was alright, you know. I was talking to this one dude. He was freaking racist as ever, but he was cool, I guess. I was really all that nervous until we got up and they took us to the defect, which is called the dining facility where we eat at. So we go and we start talking to this one dude, and basically from that moment when I seen him in like his uniform, the PT uniform, I was like, damn, what did I get myself into? Because he just looked like really sad, like he had the bald head, the shaved face, and I went in there with like my afro, and I think I had a mustache at the time. I shaved my beard before I went because I didn't want them to do it for me. So I'm just looking like, bro, what did I get myself into? Why did I even come here? I was like scared. I was a little sad because, like, bro, first off, they sent us to the hardest military basic training place ever, and I'm just like, dude, this is crazy. So he's just talking to us, basically saying like he, you know, he's glad he joined, and he's talking about how, like, you know, they teach you how to be a better man, all the benefits are good, how to manage your money and stuff. And I'm listening like, yo, this is kind of cool, but at the same time I'm freaking out. So we go line up to go eat, and they're basically just telling us all the stuff we need to know, like how to walk with your heels together, how to hold your tray. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you gotta do. But the very first day we went there at reception, we didn't have to do none of that. We just kind of walked through the line, you know, asked what we wanted to eat, all that stuff. And then this one drill sergeant, he was stupid, not stupid, but like, I couldn't take him seriously. He was trying to be intimidating, but he just looked really sad, so I just didn't take him seriously. He was talking about this shirt I had on, like a U.S. Army shirt, like the one they give you at the recruiter station. He was just talking about like, why would you wear that, blah blah blah. I'm just looking at him, literally just looking at him. I ain't say nothing. And yeah, so we ate. The first few days at reception, I really couldn't eat. Like, I got a lot of food, but I never finished it. It's just, I guess I was like, I didn't really have much of an appetite because I was homesick or whatever. So I ate what I could, and then we went back to the room, and some hours passed, and then it's nighttime. That's when, was it nighttime? It was getting dark, so they just took the group of us that was there, and then we went like to this other part of the room to get our uniforms. So we got like the physical training uniform, the tops, the bottoms. We got our winter uniforms, we got our boots, we got our actual the uniforms I see everybody in, the camouflage. We got that. We got our socks, all that. They issued but them boots, heavy boots, bro. I don't even have them anymore. They were so uncomfortable, but you wore them. We got our PT shoes. They were so freaking ugly too. I probably wore them once and never again because they hurt my feet so bad. What else? We got issued, I think we got our duffel bags, and I believe that was all we had got for the first day. And yeah, basically, like, we was in a room with all our stuff. I don't know if this was before or after we left. I'm all over the place. It was like 6 months ago, so I'm kind of like still trying to remember it. But basically, we talked to this dude, just kind of telling us how to run down. Like, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be a lot of yelling and a lot of chaos. Which, like, I was like, it's, you know, it's implied. I'm with the basic training. It's gonna suck a little bit. But then he told me about this shot, and I don't know why this specifically gave me so much anxiety. But he was talking about this thing called a peanut butter shot. Like, they got this long needle, and they put it up your butt cheek. Literally, I had so much anxiety about it. Then comes the night where we actually had to sleep in the barracks. It was like this big room where everybody slept in. It was crazy. blah blah blah. And I remember like first day we had to sleep in there. They shut the lights out, and I felt the biggest wave of like regret and sadness and anxiety I've ever felt. I'm like, bro, why did I do this? Like, thing is, I couldn't contact my family. They took our phones, so we had nothing. I'm just sitting there like, bro, what did I get myself into? Why did I do this? Like, I was terrified, bro. I was sad. I was like, bro, I miss my family. And like, I mean, I definitely went to sleep. I don't know when I went to sleep, but I went to bed. That was a bad night. And we woke up, and that's when like everything started. I'm not gonna tell you the whole story. I'm gonna make a separate video on like my entire basic training experience. I just wanna like tell you what I remember. Anyways, so yeah, let's fast forward to like when we were getting our shots and stuff. So remember when I said something about the peanut butter shot? So we all stand in this line to go, and then it's my turn. I'm still nervous, so I walk in there. I turn around, put my pants down, and then she just shoots in, and apparently I either like clenched or like tightened up or whatever or something, because I got the shot, and then I walk in to get my other shots in like my shoulder and stuff, and before you know it, everything just starts feeling woozy, and then next thing you know, I'm on the ground. I freaking passed out. It was so embarrassing. The drill sergeant just looked at me. I forgot what he said. He said something slick. And then I get up. I'm like, bro, I don't even know what happened. The lady was like, I don't know either. And then everybody's just like, bro, are you good? Are you okay? All that stuff. I'm like, I'm good, bro. Yeah. And then I got my other shots in my shoulders or whatever. That was smooth. And then yeah, the rest of perception was just get up, do what you gotta do, eat, chill, eat some more, go to sleep, blah blah blah. Yeah, that was basically that in a nutshell. It was calm, and then the last night, the final night before we left for actual basic, the freaking drill made us, like the drill sergeant we had, he was really cool, but he made us take all of our stuff, go up to the room, come back down, take everything back up, and then take everything back down maybe like 3 or 4 times. I was irritated. I was mad. Then I was done. The night before, they assigned us like our platoons for basic training. I was in the yellow platoon, second platoon, the best platoon, and they basically like split my entire friend group up. Kinda. I was kind of sad about that, but it is what it is. And they gave us MREs, meals ready to eat. They gave us MREs the night before so we could eat them in the morning before we left. And then that morning comes, we're just there like anticipating. We didn't really know what was going to happen. They made us put our bags inside this big truck that's going to take the bags to where we're going to basic. And yeah, so we eat, and then after all our like big bags, our duffel bags got put up, they took us and walked us over to this field where the actual drill sergeants came out and like basically introduced themselves to each platoon. I forgot what they made us do. They just like taught us how to stand at attention, parade rest, say yes drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. Basically gave us the whole rundown. He made us do like maybe 10 in cadence push-ups. It was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, so far so on. We did so many of those, bro. Like just throughout my entire basic training, we did so many of those. But the first morning was pretty chill. Then they made us like get on the bus, and we had to like put our heads down the entire ride. It was like a 30-minute drive to where we were actually going. It felt a lot shorter. This is when the action starts. Like we basically get there. It's still dark. It's like early, maybe like 3, 4 in the morning. So next thing you know, they just start yelling. They don't really yell much until you get off the bus. Like they said, get the F off the bus or whatever. So we all got up, ran off the bus. There was this short drill sergeant. That was our drill sergeant Alvarez. He was yelling and jumping, saying, you started cursing, all that stuff. So we had to run to this like big football size field with a big track. So we run there. They had like ladders, like the things that you put the injured soldiers on or whatever, you put them on there. They had those like full of MRE boxes and like water jugs and stuff. So we grabbed all those and like we had to run to another field for this thing called the first 100 yards. If you know what it is, you know what it is. It was cool. I remember like I just started smiling the first time. I was like, yo, it's happening. It's happening. So we get to the field, it's just covered in sand. We had to like basically take everything from one side of the field to the complete other side. It was basically a football field. First 100 yards, blah blah blah. So we did that. I remember like every station we had to do something like, I think one station we had to like low crawl in the sand and get up and then run to the other side, and we had to like build this wall of sandbags and stuff. It was crazy, but it was fun. I guess it was really tiring, I'll tell you that much. I lost my freaking watch in that sand too. I bought a watch for like $10 from Walmart, and then the first day I lost it. I was so sick. So yeah, that's over. We won like the very first part, and then they made us do tug of war. We won the first game. I think it was 2 or 3 games, and I just know we lost the last game. My drill sergeant was mad. He's like, we don't lose over in second platoon. We don't lose. So yeah, fast forward the first night. I remember it was like, okay, we got a 6 drill sergeant said we had a 6 a.m. wake up. Let me tell you, they came in that room beating on the lockers at like 3 in the morning. We jumped up. I remember I had a top bunk, so he come in beating, said, wake the F up, blah blah blah. We get up. I like jump out the bed. I'm on the top bunk, remember? I jump out the bed and then I slip and fall and like I landed on my butt. That junk hurt. But so yeah, we get up. We had to go outside to go do PT or whatever. We ran some other stuff. And yeah, the first 72 hours were just crazy. Honestly, personally, it wasn't that bad. You know, it wasn't that bad for me. For whatever reason, it wasn't that bad. Like, all the yelling and stuff was cool, but they never yelled at me personally. They were yelling at everybody else, but for some reason, they never yelled at me. Or at least that much. I didn't really get yelled at that much. I guess because I was quiet. I did everything, you know, right. I did my push-ups. I did yes resort, no resort. I was trying to make sure I did everything right. I did my face movements, my right face, left face, about face. Did all that right. I did as I was told. I didn't talk back. That's one thing. If you want to join the army, you plan to join the army or whatever military, listen. Just do what you're told. Don't talk back. If you don't know something, don't ask them. Ask your battle buddies, bro. And yeah, so basically I did everything, you know, I was supposed to. I tried to stay out of trouble, all that good stuff, which worked out. Need some more water. My bad, gotta check my phone. My bad. 1 second. Make sure y'all drinking water in the meantime. Okay, I'm good. I'm sorry. Where was I? I honestly forgot. Like, that's how my brain works. Anyways, so yeah, just make sure you do what you're told. Basically, remember the first day they had me on, what's it called, chow squad. So basically like the lunch detail, the dinner, breakfast, all that stuff. I did it for lunch. Was it lunch? Yeah, because we didn't eat breakfast. We didn't eat breakfast there that day. So like I didn't have to worry about getting yelled at because I was just in there serving the food. I did that for one day and never again. Besides one other time, but so that first day I was just in there like serving chicken and like, no, I served chili mac and chicken. And I was basically just sitting there watching everybody get yelled at for like, because when you go in there, you have to walk in there, do a left face, grab your tray, grab your utensils, do a right face. No, you do an about face right after, and then you basically just go down the line while you get yelled at by every single drill sergeant for messing up. It was so crazy, and I'm just sitting there trying not to laugh because I was like at the very front serving the food. So I'm just sitting there looking, just kind of like trying to make sure I'm doing the right thing, but also like making sure I see what they're doing, see where they mess up, so I don't have to get yelled at when it's my turn. And then from that day, I don't think I got yelled at. I remember like we had to walk into the place to get the food. This was before we went to the DFAC. We ate in like the little conference room type of thing where we did all our meetings and all of our briefs and stuff. People were walking in like robots. Like some people walk in, they would like walk with their arms just straight down. Some people would swing their arms like a robot. It was funny, but yeah, I'll just make sure I was paying attention to that so I didn't yell that. And yeah, honestly, overall, basic was kind of fun. Overall, I enjoyed it for the most part. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as people made it seem. I think probably the worst thing is just mental health and dealing with people, because you're in a room with 40 to 50 other men. You gotta deal with their stenches, you gotta deal with the farting, you gotta deal with the drama. It's like, it was crazy. And like, there were no females there. We went to a training, basic training with nothing but men. So you know how that gets. It was crazy. But at the same time, I met some cool people, and that was kind of cool. Probably the funnest thing we did, in my opinion, was the obstacle course. That was really fun. What else? That was probably the most fun I had doing the obstacle course, because I was one of the most athletic people there. Not even trying to brag, but I was. So I want to talk about let's talk about the gas chamber. I remember we had the week just where we had all the activity. We did the smoke chamber, the confidence course, the obstacle course. I forgot what else we did that week. But that was like the fun week where we just did all the things you would see, you know, in like basic training videos and stuff. The gas chamber was crazy. It wasn't as bad though. We went in there, we like put our mask on before we went in there. We went in there, they made us do some exercising or whatever, and then we had to seal the mask. It was like, I believe it's like you put your hand over the front of the mask, you blow out, and then put your hands on the side cups and like breathe in so it's sealed. And then after that, they say take the mask off. I took the mask off. I was like trying to hold my breath, and then they say the Soldier's Creed. Boy, I said, I am an American, and I just started dying, coughing, bro. It was bad. And then they wait a few seconds, let one group out. You gotta like put your hand on somebody's shoulder, because I still have my eyes closed. So I put my hand on somebody's shoulder and we run out. But I forgot to open my eyes, so I'm just kind of running out looking stupid. They say run out, flap your arms. I'm a bird, and all that. I almost freaking ran into my senior drill sergeant. It was funny. And I was walking because I couldn't see. And then he said something, so I had to run. I was like running, arms flapping, coughing up my lungs and stuff. But then like after 5 minutes, I was normal. We're just laughing about it. The smoke chamber is not that bad, bro. If you got weak lungs, maybe. But if you hit a really bad blunt and like it just hit your chest all at once, that's what that felt like. And after that, we had to like run around maybe 5 laps, just like run with our arms flapping 5 laps, and then we just go chill for the rest of the day. They made us go to maybe like a 4-hour briefing before though, just so we learn how to put the mask on, all the other equipment, whatever. What else? The freaking confidence course was crazy. They made us climb a bunch of freaking like super tall towers and stuff. There was just one tower. It's called the tough one, I think. So you had to like climb this super tall ladder, and no, you had to climb a rope. You had to climb up this rope to get to the top. I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. But yeah, a lot of people couldn't climb a rope, which is surprising. But I have a lot of upper body strength, so I was able to do that. Got to the top. And then once you get to the top, there's like this like very thin plank that you had to walk. It was pretty And I'm just up there shaking. I was terrified, bro. And my freaking drill sergeant, the short one I told you about, he kept like shaking the platform. So I was in there moving. I was so scared, bro. And then I finally got up there. Bro, I was just looking like, bro, I can't do this. I didn't say that, but I was just looking like, bro, what am I doing? And he said, go. What you scared of? All that stuff. So I was going slow. He said, don't you stop. Don't you stop, trainee. And I just kept going really slowly. And then I finally made it to the other side, bro. I was panicking. And then after that, you had to like climb down this like big rope ladder. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up. I probably won't. If I remember, I'll put it up. So you had to climb down this rope ladder. And it was tall, like really tall, and we got up there. And then me and my battle buddy, his name is Johnson. I went to AIT with him too. Really cool dude. He's like 30, but yeah, he's cool, bro. I'm just going there like, bro, God is. I said God is good. He said all the time, God is. I'm like, bro, we got this. And our drill sergeant said, shut the f up. His name was Drill Sergeant Bogle. He was also short. He was crazy, but he was cool. Probably one of the coolest over there. So yeah, I get on the ladder. It's like shaking and stuff. I'm climbing down, bro. I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. But I made it. That was kind of cool. That day was pretty refreshing or whatever. So after that, we did a bunch of other stuff. It was kind of cool. What else? What other eventful things happened? Shooting. We got our rifles the third week, and like the whole week we were just kind of learning how to use them. We didn't get to shoot them yet, but we was like learning weapons maintenance and like proper like positioning. We use shoes, standing supported, standing unsupported, kneeling, prone supported, all that stuff. And then it finally comes range week. That was after all the like festivities or whatever we did that fun week. The fun week. So range week, let me tell you, that was one of the most stressful times of my entire life. I don't think you understand how bad it was. But that was my first time ever shooting. And then I learned that I'm a left-handed shooter because I'm left eye dominant. I'm right-handed, but I have to shoot with my left. So I had to adjust shooting a freaking M4 carbine rifle with my left hand. Excuse me. It was crazy. It took me entirely too many attempts to qualify, but I finally qualified, and that was it. I remember I qualified on the last day to qualify, bro. I was crying. Like the past few days, I was just crying, bro, going through it. I was stressed. I was praying to God like the entire time. And then I finally got it, which was so refreshing, bro. But we did that. And then yeah. Talk about our field training exercises, or FTXs. Honestly, the most fun I had was at this one called the Anvil. So we had the hammer, the anvil, and the forge. The hammer was easy. It was probably like 2 miles. And then we had the anvil, which was, I think, 8 miles, 6 or 8 miles. I think. I don't remember. If you know, you know. But we went there and we had to stay the night in the woods. Was that it? Yeah, so the hammer we stayed a night. The anvil we stayed, I believe it's 2 nights, 2 days, 2 nights, something like that. The hammer was pretty easy. We just went in there, basically did a bunch of classes, went to sleep, and got up and left. The anvil. Let me say about the hammer, bro. Actually, don't want to talk about that. Not really. Anyways, the anvil was fun. We would stay like, I think 2 nights, and like I was one of the squad leaders, so I was able to get up and like, basically we had like blanks in our rifles, so we got to shoot those. That was really fun. Me and some of the other squad leaders got up and tried to go ambush another platoon. I think that was kind of cool. And then I think at night the drill sergeant came and freaking raided us. That was probably the funnest I had. But the marches, I hated like the ruck marches, bro. We had like maybe a 30-pound rucksack on our back. We had to hold our rifles and just march. Sometimes it was peaceful. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was pretty peaceful, just waking up early in the morning, watching the sunrise while you march. That was kind of cool. The forge, chaotic. It was probably, we did like 30 miles of rucking in total. We got rained on. We had to sleep in the rain. It was bad. That was like, bro, what is this? But it was our very last training exercise. So I was like, bro, you gotta finish strong. You can't give up here. I'm sorry, I'm not going into too much detail. I'm gonna make like a main channel video where I talk about the entire basic training experience. If you want to watch that, I don't know when I'm gonna make it, but I'll make it. So yeah, we did that. We did this thing called Nick at Night, where basically there are people shooting live rounds at you, or you have to like low crawl in the sand. It was crazy. It was like the most adrenaline rushing thing ever, because you could see the bullets flying. They had this thing called tracers, where like you could see the bullet flying past your head. It was crazy. So I'm like basically like low crawling. Whenever there's a log, you have to like roll over the log. And I remember I rolled into a puddle. I was so mad. But yeah, we did that. And then there's this thing where like they light up the sky, and you just gotta lay there like pretending you're dead. That was fun. And I remember when I made it to the end, I felt like a new man. And then not even 15 seconds later, I just felt extremely drained, because we haven't had much sleep, and that was only the first night. So yeah, the next few days passed. That was pretty cool. I was the PG, the platoon guard, so I didn't really do much the entire time. I was just kind of, watching over everybody and making sure people weren't sleeping. But until everybody was sleeping, I was even sleeping. I'll admit it. It was bad. Yeah. There was apparently a hog in the woods somewhere that never got to us, but some people said it's awesome. And yeah, that was basically my experience. It's not, like I said, I'm not going into detail, but I've been talking about it for 30 minutes, so yeah. Other than that, it was pretty cool. The last few weeks was kind of stressful because I was just ready to go see my family. Family Day came, I went home because I lived like a hour and some change away, so that was cool. And then I go off to AIT. Overall, that was a pretty good experience. I can't lie to you. A bunch of classes that I was falling asleep in all the time. Let me tell you, one thing about freaking going to AIT is that you will sleep a lot in class and get in trouble for it too. But that was cool. I met some really cool people. And yeah, what's hot? I'm getting hungry, man. But what else? I think overall, that was a really, really good experience for me. I feel like I've turned into somewhat of a different person. I still got a lot of stuff I need to learn, and I'll be going to the big army soon. I got stationed in California for Irwin. I heard it's not a good base, but I'm gonna make do with what I have. I'm gonna find some type of way to enjoy it, no matter what. So yeah, I leave January 17th, and I'm really excited, but at the same time, I'm super nervous because I'm going from Georgia to California for, I don't even know how long I'm going to be there, but it's happening. So I'm just kind of trying to, enjoy home as much as I can and do all I can before I leave. Yeah, that's that. That's been my life lately, just army, and more army. So yeah, I think that's all I got for y'all. I just want to let you know, where I've been, what I've been doing, how I've been doing. I've been doing pretty good, man. Can't really complain. And yeah, that's really it. If y'all want to see, any other videos, let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see. I'll bring them back. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.